Son of a bitch, look at that.
Come on, Fat Laura, you were barking on it. Go try to catch it.
Today I came up to a place it's probably about 15 miles north of where I was yesterday. I got to thinking, you know, with the election coming up and everything, where would a guy go? I mean, if there was really social unrest. It's probably something I couldn't do unless my family was all safe and everything and I had to bug out for some reason. But I know some country back off this way. Beyond all that, I'd like to find a place where I could put a remote camp in and take Clyde, my pack mule, and pack my camp back in there. My snow tracker tent, stove, my Ellis canvas bedroll that I don't like to carry with me all the time when I take a pack mule, but I could pack all that stuff in there and just where it's remote enough, there's water, I could leave it and I'll have a place to go to ride out of and spend the night. This driving back and forth into this better country, it's kind of a waste, really. I'd rather just come up here, stay for 2 or 3 days, and then go back home. That's the plan. I've rode this country before. It's been quite a few years, but I thought I'd come back up here and explore a little bit, see what I could find. And of course, I brought my hounds with me. And I didn't forget. Oh, wait. Good girl, Claire. Come here, Iris, good girl, come here. You're the smartest one I got, aren't you? You handle like a border collie. Okay, go ahead. Come here, P. Good girl, P. Nope, no, you wait, you can't jump anyway. No, I know you can't jump. You jump. Can you believe that? She must have had to go to the bathroom real bad. That Lori's getting real agile. Whoa! Come here, Lori. Over here, Lori, over here. Come here. Good girl. Let's get your necklace on. Onward and upward. Pretty neat canyon right up here. We'll go up, there's a fence, and then there's a gate up here we'll hit. Right up there in a ways. It's been a long time since I've been up here. But we'll ride the bottom of that canyon, and then right up in the top up there, there's a big saddle. We'll ride through that saddle, then there's another fence up there. Then after you get past that, it's pretty wild country all the way back to the west. So we'll see if we can find a water source in there anywhere. It's been a long time since I've been here. I can't quite remember. I remember the direction. I just don't remember what all's in there. I just come up here quite often. I'd rather find a place where I could set up a base camp, I guess is what you'd call it. Where I could just come in and stay for a few days. Not that far from the house, but it's still a couple hour drive. And this is still early in the year, so having a little getaway would be great, or a place to get away to would be great. A lot of elk tracks, deer tracks, and cows. Somebody's had some cows turned out in here for a while. Got another video. I don't know if you guys have seen it, but I was camped. If you go up that road I was on, I was camped up there a ways. And I was riding some of that backcountry. And I cut a lion track. And we trailed him most all day that day. Then I got up on top, and it got to be about 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and the dogs just kind of quit. You know, it got hot, the sun had kind of burned it out. They weren't moving, they were still trying to trail it. So I rode around the mountain and I got in this big saddle, and we cut his track again. And they were trying to trail it, but they were going to trail it back to where we came from. But I found the track, and he was coming down into this big old canyon right here. So I went back to my tent, spent the night that night, got up early the next morning, and drove down to where we parked today. And I rode almost exactly like I did here, except I was a little higher up on the mountain. I wasn't riding the bottom. And the dogs cut that track again. And they trailed him to where he'd killed a big old cow elk. And he just killed it that night. So I got the dogs on the track, and they trailed on out of there. That was when Al was just a real young dog, and he's a real fast track dog. And I don't know what happened to him, but I found him. I think he overtook that big old Tom, and it kind of scared him. He was just a pup. And the booger went ahead and trailed him up. And we caught him out there on a ledge. Get back, Hawk. Hawk, get back. Anyway, I just looked at him, took some video of him, got the dogs off of him. So that's been, shoot, I don't even know how long ago that was. 5 years ago, 4 years ago, 6 years ago. I don't know. But he might still be up here somewhere, because I left him alive. He was a big sucker, missing part of his ear. He was a nice looking specimen. My goodness, what are they? We'll let them work on. These dogs aren't broke by no means. And what I mean by broke, a lot of guys have, or some guys have broke lion hounds that they won't trail anything but a lion. I don't catch enough lions to get them completely broke. So it's up to me to determine what it is. You got to learn how to read your dogs. And it always helps find a track. Son of a bitch, look at that. Where'd he go? Good dogs, good dogs. Where'd he go, P? Come here, P. Good girl. P, come here. Good dogs, good dogs. Listen, listen for it, listen for it. Listen. Suki, that's Suki. That's that Suki dog I like so much. She's just a pup. Well, she's not a pup, but she's a young dog. I heard Clara open up too. There's some blood right there. There's some more blood right there. Could be one of my dog's noses. Suki's just a young dog. She don't know. She's a trailing machine though. I don't know how, but we went the wrong way, I believe. We might have it straightened out now. I'm not sure. But I'm gonna have to climb up on top. Up there. See if I can't help those dogs a little bit. It's 2 o'clock, and typically 2 o'clock. Seems like things just kind of die out on you. I don't know how far behind I am from that lion, but I mean, they took the track. Just realized watching this back, P never barked on that track. And usually she'll just bark on a lion track. But I think Suki screwed up and got off on an off track, maybe an elk or something. I don't know. Something happened. I got phone service here. It's crazy. The phone call was from a friend of mine that's a rancher down below here in another little mountain range. They'd found a drag mark across the road where a lion had killed something and drug it. They didn't disturb it. They didn't know what it was, but they're afraid it might have been a calf. They were wondering if I had time to go check it out, see what had been killed, and maybe trail that lion up. There's water right down there. I'm gonna go down there and check if there's not a fence between me and the water tank. I don't think there is. And that way I can give these dogs a drink of water. One of them's nose is bleeding pretty bad. That's from rubbing it on rocks. Let's head down that way. Hey guys, here we go. I'm gonna head back to where I got a call on that kill. He said he wasn't sure if it was a calf or a deer or a javelina. He didn't disturb it. Funny about these mules. Seems like they always know the way back to the truck. I won't unsaddle or anything. I'll just jump her in the trailer and take off. Ooh, kind of tired. Come on, guys, get in. There's a drag mark right through there. And he's dragging it that way. You can see how it pulled that rock that way. I found a track back up there. Let's see what these dogs will do. Come on, Lori, come on. Come on, P, come on. Get down right there. Come on, fat boy. I don't have much time to mess with you here. Deer.
think that kill's a little older than we thought. I don't think it was last night because it's totally cleaned up. We lost it down in there, but we'll circle around. See if we can figure out where he went. Pretty tough conditions right here. If I was a guessing man, I'd say he went down that canyon right there and out. But I could be wrong. Maybe he just went straight up. Got them all bawling. Those young dogs are going to be surprised. That's Suki. She's never seen a lion before. She's a trailing son of a gun, though.
Come on, Fat Laura. You were barking on it. Go try to catch it. Listen to him.
When it came up out of this bottom, it got tougher, that's for sure. That was Fat Lori. She's a lion trailing machine.
Good girl, Fat Lori. Good girl. Oh my gosh.
Look at Iris way up there.
Maybe that son of a gun's up in those bluffs right there somewhere.
Iris just barked on top there. She got it. Ha!
There's my truck.
I'm missing Bonnie right about now. I had to move these other dogs on. They were standing on their head back there, but I can't find Iris. She had it, and she was moving it now. And she's not real vocal, so it's kind of hard to keep track of her without. I did a dumb mistake. I left my tracker down in the truck. I thought it was going to be a layup. That deer was almost totally consumed. See what the country looks like on the other side of this hill. I found Iris. She was up here. I thought I seen a track back there. Everything just stopped right here. Probably a lot of times it seems like to me, you know, lions traveling down the side hill and then he goes to top out over a hill. Sometimes right when they're topping out, that scent just leaves for some reason. It's an older track, so I don't know. The deer kill was a lot older than I thought it should be. I mean, it was cleaned up. There was a gut pile there, but it didn't look covered up very well. And we're running out of daylight. The truck is way down there. We are running out of time. I had to call them off. It's getting too dark.
Good dogs. Good girl. Good girl. Good girl. Good Pete. Good girl. Good Suki. Suki. Good girl. Good girl. Good girl.
Don't forget about Olight. This is one of their headlamps, and it's a goodie, let me tell you. Well, look and see. We got a long hike back to the truck. We just ran out of daylight. Should have been here this morning. If we'd been here this morning, we'd have caught this one. Oh well. So it goes. It was fun anyway. Let's see if I can make it back to the truck without killing myself on this mountain. Oh, Olight. Look down in the description below, and I'll have a link, and there'll be a code. Can't remember what it is right now, but that code, and I think you save like 20%. So that's cool. And they got good lights. I couldn't believe it. All I've ever had is those lights from like Walmart or Kmart. And they contacted me, and I said, yeah, I'll give it a try. I was sure glad I did. Well, that was fun. A lot of people don't realize, they think it's all about killing lions. It's really not. It's the sport of getting your dogs on a lion track and watching them trail. That's the fun of it. I mean, putting a lion up on a rock or a tree and shooting him out, there's nothing to that. I mean, I might as well be shooting at a tin can. The fun is in learning how to read your dogs, getting dogs good enough to trail a lion, and then, well, this was cheating because I got a phone call on the lion track. But getting, man, that's a big old rock right there. I don't want to knock that. No, it's a bush. Then getting your dogs to trail that lion track and seeing where that lion travels and how he traveled. That's the fun of it. And now, don't get me wrong, you want to catch that sucker. That's the climax. That's the icing on the cake. It's not the kill. It's putting him on a rock or putting him on a ledge or putting him in a tree, whatever it takes, or wherever you're at. Like out here, it'd be on a rock or in a crevice or something. I mean, there's a few trees out there, but not enough to think that you're really going to put one in one of those little trees. It's possible, I guess. But yeah, shoot. That, I've had my dogs on 2 lion tracks today. The first one, I wasn't really going. I was just riding through that country. I knew there was a lot of game in there. And I knew the possibility was I could catch a lion in there because I caught a big tom in there before. And I caught a female not too much further down from there. That same country, same area. But really, I was wanting to look at that further away country to find water, to find a place to set up a camp so I could stay out there, for like right now, you get back to the truck, you got to drive all the way home. And that's what makes you so dadgum tired. So if you had a place where you could just stay, that'd make it nicer. And then with the political climate we're in right now, I don't know, I got a lot of family. I couldn't just run off and leave them all, I'd have to figure out a way to get them back with me. But man, things could get bad in a hurry. It'd be nice to have a getaway location. But anyway, it was a good day. Onward and homeward. Thanks for watching, guys.